What is good, you guys? It's Lifestyle from lifestyledidit.com, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you how to add flute melodies to your beats and advance it and make it sound really cool while following the rhythm of the drums. And I'm going to show you my favorite tricks to really get the flute melodies to sound good. Let's get into it. Alright, so for this video there's actually going to be no face camera because the sun has just been gone for a couple days. It's been kind of hard to record these videos and get the lighting right, and today it's just terrible. It's been raining like nonstop in the part of California I'm in, so we're just going to do the video like this. Still go ahead and record an intro for it, obviously. But if you guys do remember in a previous video of how to improve your melodies and chord progressions, we had come up with this chord progression and this melody together. Right, so if you haven't seen that video, go about 2 videos back and you'll find it. So I just added some quick drums over this the other day, and then before I went to add a flute, I was like, you know what, I should just do a video on how to make flute melodies because I like to add flutes to some of my beats. And I was like, cool, I'm going to leave the drums. I already have the tutorial on this, so we'll kind of build to it. So maybe I'll do another tutorial breaking down these drums, but these are the drums on this beat. So with that said, we're going to go into Omnisphere. We're using the Flute Patch Network. So if I go in here, I'll show you. Go over to Carbon, and there's a couple different flutes. This one's called Network, and I think it suits this nicely. So we're going to run a flute melody on this. I'm going to kind of show you how I like to add flutes to beats and cool little tricks that I like to do. So let's go ahead and enable it. Let's go into piano roll, and I'm going to make this bigger, and I'm going to follow some of my ghost notes, but I really want to create a melody on its own. I like to just go off the top of my head on the keyboard a little bit and also type it in. So I'm just going to kind of start to find some notes, and then I'm going to explain what I'm going to do and the spacing for the drums, which is super important. So I'm going to just mess around and try to find a few notes. Cool, so I want to start with F sharp. So let's go over here and let's lay one down on F sharp. And maybe we'll have it up here and then we'll go down an octave. We'll see how it sounds. But I want to lay this first note out, so it's going to sound like this. And then I want to have some spacing to it. So I like to really listen to the drums and figure out where the flute's going to hit, right? Because I can just go and just follow ghost notes and do something like this. And it's going to be in key, but it's not going to sound right because the drums aren't following correctly, right? So I want to have space to it. You hear how those drums are kind of spaced out. Boom, 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 right? A little bit later. So I'm actually going to just add some notes in, like I said, a little bit later and try to figure out a groove to it. So let's see. Okay, so that to me doesn't sound right. It needs to be pushed over a little bit, right? It needs to be right here so it can have a bounce to it. So how I kind of want this melody to be is like dun, 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 dun. Instead of like dun, 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 it wouldn't fit right. So I'll kind of show you both ways. But like I said, pay attention to the drums, because if you imagined a bunch of people playing music together, they're all going to be going off of each other. And for this, I'm choosing the flute to be running off of the drum pattern. So let's see. Let's add in another note. So dun. Let's go back up to F sharp. And let's do that same thing. Let's have a delayed feel to it. Dun. And then, like I said, I want to go do, do, do. So I'm going to find those notes. Let's see. Do, do. Let's see how this sounds. And then I want to go back to this original part over here. So it's like dun, 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 dun. So let's do that again. And let's wait for that kick to hit. You see how it's hitting with the 808, so it sounds nice. It gives it a groove. So let's listen to what we have so far. And then I want to go back up, so let's see. Dun, dun, Let's try some notes. Okay, so obviously this is gonna have to be pushed over a little bit. Let's try this. Let's see here. All right, I want to actually raise these up. Let's go here and let's go to D. Okay, that sounds good. And then let's follow these, right? We have a little melody run from the piano going here. So let's do something similar to that. And let's try, let's see, G, and let's just run with this F right here. And like I said, we're probably going to have to pitch this down because we're getting a little bit up there in the pitch. And then let's go ahead and throw one on E for the time being since it's right there. I think this is gonna, let's see, probably gonna have to do something like this. Oh.
You like it?
Da-da-na-na-na. That sounds crazy. Okay, let's go ahead and just pitch it down because like I said, it's a little bit too high. So let's see. So you see how it's still following groove. It gives it a groove and it sounds nice. It's going along with it. So let's actually go ahead and just take out, well, we could actually leave the drums and it's fine. And then we'll listen to it with the piano after. So let's make sure that we're following that same movement. So we da-da-da-da-da. Da, da. So let's keep the same groove that we have here and then we have here, and it'll keep it moving and sounding nice. But like I said, it's going to be different notes. This is F sharp and E, and now we're running E first. So let's see, let's try D.
Huh?
And then I forgot it's going to have to be spaced over here. Cool. So now we're going to run D into E like this. And then let's see, a new chord starts right here. But we have a bass down here on G, right? So let's go ahead and put one on G here. So see, we're following everything. So like I said, down here, we have our bass line, right? And then we have a passing note, and then it goes into the last bass tone root note. So for here, we're going to follow the passing note on a higher octave, and it's going to sound really good. And then we're going to just go into F sharp since it's already here on our ghost note. And then we're going to have to go back to this do, do, right? All right, actually, let's go back. And these are actually going to have to be pitched up. Let's see. Okay, yeah, that sounds better. Do, do, do. And let's have a note, do, end it. So it depends if we want this run to stay lower over here and then go higher and end high. I think it sounds good. I don't think it gets too boring or repetitive when we do that. See, because we have a completely different run, but we're kind of following the same rhythm of it, which actually makes it sound really cool. So now let's go ahead and listen to the whole thing, but let's just listen to what it does with the drums. So you see how we're really following the cadence of the drums? And now let's go over here with the piano and just listen to it with piano and flute. And now let's just randomize these a tiny bit, and I think this sounds really good. Let's take one last listen. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you did like this video, leave a thumbs up. You guys can follow me on all social medias at LifestyleDidIt. Make sure to hit my site, lifestyledidit.com, for everything else. Go grab the new free drum kit ammo and check out Versa. Other than that, subscribe to your boy, push notifications. Thanks.